So what I'm going to be showing you now is how much oil to be putting into your car after you have changed the old oil and taken out your old oil filter. So what I have here is a funnel. I'm going to use this to control the amount of oil I'm going to put into the car. This is the same car as the previous video, so it's a 2001 Opel Corsa 1 litre. It takes about 2.5 to 3 litres of oil to fill the engine. So I'll be using this oil, so 10W40 oil, which is recommended for the engine, and I'll be obviously controlling it by using this funnel, so it doesn't over pour and come down onto the engine, which will cause the oil to heat up when the engine is running, and it will cause unwanted oil mess. So what I'm going to do is I've put in 2.5 litres of oil, and I have kept checking the dipstick. So just like this, get an old rag or tissue, take out your dipstick, clean it, make sure everything is off the dipstick so there's no oil on the dipstick, put it in again, pull it out, and it will give you a reading. So make sure your car is on level ground, so it's not up on the jack, it's not up on axle stands, because that won't give you an accurate reading. Obviously it has to be level. So just remember when you're doing that, because you might forget about it. I've done it myself. You've forgotten you've actually had it up on the stands. So the manufacturers recommend anywhere between these two marks is the amount to have the oil. So it depends from different cars to different cars. So this is the minimum amount of oil you can have in the car here. This is the max here. So I have about half of the dipstick full. So anywhere I would recommend between this line here and this or this line. So this allows, if you have an oil leak and you haven't noticed it for a while, this will allow extra oil to be in your engine, so it doesn't cause any damage to your engine. Because if you have too little oil in your engine, obviously the parts won't be able to move, so it will cause engine damage and therefore can be expensive. The same with too much oil in your car. So this is this mark here, and this can damage the catalytic converter, which is related to the exhaust. So anywhere, as I say, between these two marks here is safe. So I'm going to fill it to about this mark here. So once I've wiped off my stick, make sure there's nothing that goes in with the dipstick. Make sure it's clean when you're putting it back in every time. And just put on your cap. And there we go. Also, I recommend if you put in about 1 to 1.5 litres, even 2 litres of oil, start your car. What this will do is this will sprinkle the oil around the engine and will distribute it into the different parts of the engine. This wouldn't be as effective if you started the engine with 3 litres of oil in it, because there's so much oil in the car. Therefore the 1 to 2 litres of oil, even if you turn it on for a few seconds, that's all you need, but don't leave it running for long. This will sprinkle it all around, and after that you come back and put in the rest of your 2 litres or up to 3 litres, whatever the manufacturer recommends. It should be in your handbook in your car or your Haynes manual. The perfect time to check the oil in the car, I know I'm checking it now, but the perfect time to check it is not when you've come back from a journey, because when oil is hot, it is lubricated, so it's not as thick, so there's more of it, so you won't get an accurate reading. It'll actually make out that there's more oil in the car than there actually is. But if you have cold in the morning, so when the oil is very thick, you won't get an accurate reading either. It'll make out that there's not enough oil in the engine. So they say that the best time to check your engine is 20 minutes after you've come back from a journey. This allows the oil to settle in the engine and it's not either too thick or it's not either too runny. It's the perfect time to test it. So about 20 minutes, just let the car sit. Then once again, make sure that the car is level. It's not up on a hill, it's not up on jacks, etc. So this is how to put oil into your car. Check your dipstick as you're going along and check your oil level.